Hello and welcome to the United Community Channel, and we're back with another watch along. And is this the final group decider? I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure tonight is the final group deciders. As we know, Brazil are already through here anyway. But we're going to be doing the live watch along for Cameroon and Brazil, guys. And of course, we'll be keeping an eye on Switzerland and Serbia as well. Like I said, Brazil are already qualified, so they're guaranteed to go through. If Switzerland beat Serbia and overturn a bigger goal difference, I think there's three in the difference between Switzerland and Brazil in terms of goal difference, then Switzerland could potentially top the group. But you know, it's basically so on for Brazil. Brazil are through regardless. But Switzerland, Cameroon and Serbia all can still qualify in second place as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how they get on there. So it's going to be an interesting game again. I'm pretty sure, is this the final group to be decided? I think we're hitting last 16 tomorrow, are we? Let me just have a check here. Yeah, round of 16 starts tomorrow. So this is the final group to be decided in relation to who goes through and who doesn't. So happy days, looking forward to it. Michael, good to see you there. Aidan is in as well. That's not a Brazil reserve side either. Ridiculous amount of talent. Yeah, I mean they have two teams that could potentially challenge for the World Cup. They really do, with the amount of quality within the squad. Dylan is there. Good to see you. Oshin as well. Ben, good to see you guys. Thanks for joining. Smash the like button if you haven't already done so, guys. Helps the channel out, as you know. Anyone watching on TikTok, take a second, tap the screen for us, gets the likes up, gets more people into the chat. But yeah, anybody watching on YouTube, guys, you can see the ticker tape. It's scrolling along the bottom with the starting 11. But for anyone on TikTok watching us, we'll give you the starting lineups here. Again, I do apologise if I mispronounce any of the names. Episi in goal for Cameroon. Fai at right back. Tolo at left back. Wo and Ibose as centre backs. Augusta and Kunde as the two holding midfielders. Mbimo, Chipomoteng and Nagam Eliu as the three, and then Abubakar up front. So that's Cameroon. Brazil then, Ederson is in goal. Dani Alves is right back. Alex Telles is left back. Bremer and Militao start as the two centre backs. We have Fred and Fabinho as the two holding midfielders. Three in front of them then are Anthony on the right, Martinelli on the left, and Rodrigo through the middle, with Gabriel Jesus up front. So we've got a few Manchester United players there in the starting lineup that it'll be interesting to see how they get on. Ahmed said, do you show the live game here? No, we're just doing a watch along, Ahmed, so just commentating as the match goes on, so I'll keep you up to date. Michael says, potential quarter-final lineup: Argentina versus Holland, England versus France, Spain versus Portugal, Croatia versus Brazil. Yeah, unreal. But yeah, and as the tournament goes on and on, you're going to be getting better and better games. You really are. Let's see. Dylan says, are you live for most of the round of 16 matches? I'm going to try and do the majority of them, Dylan. So let's have a look here. So tomorrow is Saturday. I won't be able to do the early game tomorrow, but I'll be doing Argentina and Australia at 7 o'clock. On Sunday, I think I'm only going to be able to do the late games for on Sunday. That's the England game. Then the winner of this group versus South Korea will be on Monday. And Portugal and the runner-up of this game then will be Tuesday. So I get as many of them done as I can, but yeah, most nights will be live at least. How did Ronaldo play today? Missed it. He didn't really do much, to be honest, Jared. He was at fault for one of the goals. One of the South Korean goals. Well, the ball was coming in from a corner, and I'm not sure whoever the defender was in front of him the Portuguese defender got up to try and head it clear. He didn't. It went over his head, and Ronaldo turned his back like that, and it hit him here, and just dropped to a South Korean player who scored. So, yeah. Let me get the timer up and running here as well, guys. Sorry. Oshin says you may have already gone through it, but what are the permutations for this group? Yeah, so Brazil are guaranteed to go through, and they can finish second in the group if Switzerland win and overturn a 3-goal deficit in terms of goal difference. Switzerland could potentially top it. But second place is still up for grabs for the other 3 teams. Lovely bit of skill by Anthony there, getting down the right-hand side. Brazil could be in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just stretching for it. Gabriel Jesus keeps it, though, on the left-hand side. Here's Anthony now again with a strike, but it's cleared by Cameroon. Let's see here. But yeah, anybody on TikTok, guys, if you do want the full experience, we're live over on YouTube as well. We've got the starting 11, the scoreboard, the timer, all on the screen. Click on the link on my homepage or just search United Community Channel on YouTube and you'll find us there. Ooh. Now, there we go. That's better. That's better. Let's see. Get the Brazil top on, says Twix. I can't. I'm see-through, man, when I put it on. I haven't figured out the settings. I really need to do it. I'll do it. I'll get it for the knockout stages. I'll get them ready. Lee is in. Good to see you, pal. Going 3-0 to Brazil, says Sandys. Yeah, get your score predictions into the chat, guys. What way do you think it's going to go here? Obviously, look, Brazil basically all they need is a draw to top the group. So, and they have made big changes. So, you know, it's still an unreal team when you see the amount of changes they've made. You know, Fabinho, Fred, Anthony, Martinelli, Jesus, Rodrigo, you know, Telles, Dani Alves. These are all still quality players. You know what I mean? Capiri, thanks for the gifts. Really appreciate it. Michael says, haven't they already topped the group? So, if Brazil lose and Switzerland win and Switzerland overturn, I think the goal difference is, I think there's 4 goals in the goal difference between Brazil and Switzerland. So technically Brazil can still finish second. Any potatoes today, says Jack. No, I'm none today. I'm on the Aero Melts though. Because it is Friday night. It is Friday night, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's Friday night. Yeah, it's Friday night. And we've also got fruit pastilles. So, we're well oiled, ready to go. What are the Twigs is asking, what are the snacks? There you go, pal. Gail, thanks for the gifts, man. Really appreciate it. South Korea played well today, says Dylan. They certainly did. I was delighted for him. And I was fucking delighted Uruguay got knocked out. Oh, because of that Luis Suarez dickhead. Jesus, I hate him. And you know the penalty against Ghana in 2010 where he handled the ball and then Ghana missed it and he was kind of rubbing their nose in it this week in interviews as well. So I was delighted that they got knocked out. It really was. Anthony draws a foul there, a heavy challenge and a yellow card given. Korea and Japan done well, says Sandy. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely they did. Carol is in. Good to see you, pal. First time watching Cameroon. At least their kit has sleeves now. Remember the 2002 kit. I actually have a Cameroon jersey upstairs. And it's yellow. So again, I can't wear it on the stream. But yeah, it's a really nice jersey. Cottle is in. Good to see you, pal. Anthony is bagging a goal tonight, guaranteed. I hope so. He's after starting the game very lively, getting on the ball, taking on the fullbacks all the time. So, happy days so far for him. Sandy says was happy the Germans went out. Yeah, I mean, it's all, like, I've nothing against Germany. But when you see an underdog go through, you know, it's always great. In place of, a big team, as they say. So, yeah, happy days. I can redirect. So, guys, anybody watching on YouTube as well, I'm going to be live directly after this video on the Man United Agenda YouTube channel. We're going to be talking about a couple of different things. Casemiro, Declan Rice, transfer news, stuff like that. So, anybody watching on YouTube, if you do want to join into that as well, just hang around. It'll automatically put you into the new video once I end the live stream. So if that's something you want to do, come over and watch us on the Man United Agenda YouTube channel. We're starting at 9:05, but you'll automatically be put into the lobby. So yeah, Twig says who'll be on it with you. I'm not sure who's on it tonight. It's usually a Monday and solo, but I'm not sure if they have anybody else on tonight with me or with us. But yeah, it should be a good laugh. But yeah, Brazil have started brightly here, but Cameroon have a bit of possession the last few minutes, and they're obviously making the most of it. But like when you look at Cameroon here, you know they do need they do need to win tonight. You know, because second place is up for grabs. So Cameroon are going to want to really go at this as much as they can. Ref isn't taking no prisoners with the cards. No, he's not. He was in early. Now, it was a poor enough challenge on Anthony, and he got a yellow card straight away for it. But absolutely, he's flexing his authority early doors here. Let's have a look. Jock is in. Good to see you, pal. Sorry, guys. I'm just putting in the redirect. Anyway. So, yeah. Free kick to Cameroon here. And they're going to go along with it. Danny Alves. Geez, Danny Alves must be close to 40 years of age, is he? Let's have a look here. Yeah, he's 39 years of age. Crazy, but how well he's doing. He's still going. I don't even know who he's playing for. Who is he playing for? Liga MX club. Liga MX. Liga MX. In Mexico. Alright, interesting. Interesting. Monte Cats boy. Dargo. New York City. Want to see what this Bremer has in his locker tonight, says Sandy. Kai says give us a sue. There you go. Up the Cats. Meow. Mexican says it. Yeah, Mexican League. Danny Alves is playing. He was some fullback in his day. He has, of all of the goals that Messi has scored for Barcelona, Danny Alves has the most assists given to him for his goals, which is crazy when you think about it. You know, from a fullback. Oisin says selling any gates tonight. No, all the gates are gone, Oisin. Cotton says Fred 15 minutes, Anthony 37, Tellez 60, Chupa 89 and 94 and 97, Chupa 90 plus 8, Cameroon win 4-3. Go down to the bookies and stick a cent on it and you'll be a millionaire if it comes in. Love how he's still playing international football, says Sandy. Yeah, look, there's only one reason he's been brought, and that's to have him in the dressing room. The bit of experience, and, you know, he looks like a really good character to have in the dressing room. Always kind of smiling and happy and stuff like that. So, and that's worth his weight in gold. It really is. Guinness says, just popped in to say hi, and Tellez is awful. Tellez is awful. He's still a better defender than Trent Alexander-Arnold, though. Kai says, who had the better career, Ronaldo or Messi? I mean, you would probably have to say Ronaldo, given the fact that he's won, you know, he's won titles and trophies with multiple teams in multiple leagues across Europe. So, probably have to say Ronaldo. You really would. Cotton says, unbiased opinion, Chupo clear of Messi. At the moment, he probably is. Chupo Moting, my goat. Most of Danny Alves' assists are 5 passes to Messi in midfield, who then beats, who beats everyone to score. That sounds about right. Now, time to get these fruit pastilles open. Oh, lovely header and a save. Martinelli was nearly scored a great save. And I think, was it Danny Alves? No, it was Fred with the cross to the back post. And Martinelli is on his own with a free header back across the goalkeeper. Keeper gets back, tips it over the bar. Great save. Great header, great save. I still 0-0. Corner though to Brazil here. It's going to be Rodrigo to swing it in. Swings it in now. Goes back post with it. And the header goes wide. Back in the day, when I remember Thiago Silva was a Japanese international player. What? I don't get that. Back in the day when, remember Thiago Silva was a Japanese international player. I don't know. Tame enough game so far, you'd have to say. A lot of the ball being played around the midfield area. Oh, Martinelli does really, really well, and he's away down the left-hand side. Nobody in the box for him, though. Gets the ball to Anthony. Anthony heads it down. But Cameroon will come away with it here. Clear their lines. Yeah, Brazil are very comfortable on the ball, you'd have to say. Here's Rodrigo now. Tellez. Martinelli. Crossed into the box. Jesus gets beaten to the header, but Dani Alves will keep possession. And Anthony is in the corner with it now, and he does really well to win a corner there. Good play by Brazil, you'd have to say. I think Japan are the underdogs in this tournament, says Dylan. Cottle says, was watching the Germany game there last night. Have to say, Musiala, some player, yeah, he's brilliant. Would love Man United, yeah, absolutely. Is it me, or is the overall quality of corners in the modern game very poor? It either doesn't beat the first man or goes way too deep for such a standard skill set. It's shocking. I agree with you, Oshin. I do. But, as United fans, we were used to 15 years, or 10 years of David Beckham just fucking putting a ball on a sixpence. Just, there you go. You know. But I do agree with you, absolutely. And one of the biggest culprits of that would be a United player, and Christian Eriksen. A lot of the time fails to beat the first man. Really does. Yeah. So, guys, anybody interested in going over to the Man United agenda once this is over? I've pinned the link to the top of the chat, so you can go and check it out if you want to follow me over there. Kai says, really wanting Ronaldo to win the World Cup. I'm not, I'm afraid. I would rather anyone else win it than him. Just given how unprofessional he's been in the United jersey this year. So yeah. Player of the tournament so far, says Ben. It's a good question, Ben. A few players are probably up there in contention. I mean, you would probably have to put Rashford in the conversation. Given how well he's done. I know he hasn't started every game, but I think he certainly deserves to be in the conversation. Mbappe has been unbelievable as well. Oh, Choupo-Moting has nearly got in there. Fabinho comes away with it. Who else have we got? Richarlison is probably in the conversation as well. So I would probably say Mbappe at the moment, just given how good he's been in every game he's played. So probably could say Mbappe. I know it sounds like an easy decision or an easy choice, but you just have to give the man credit. You really do. Let me know though. Who do you think, guys? Who's your player of the tournament so far? Let me know in the chat. Janat said Denmark lost to a very mediocre Australia. Yeah, they did. They did, but I mean, this is tournament football. And, you know, if you're not on it, you're out of it. Simple, you know. Someone is saying Switzerland scored. I'm going to check that here now. Yep, so Switzerland are 1-0 up, guys. Shaqiri with the goal. And what that means is nothing, really. Because Switzerland stays second. So basically, Cameroon need to win. If Cameroon are to get second spot, Cameroon are going to have to win and hope that Serbia either beat Switzerland or draw with them. Otherwise, it's going to be Brazil to win the group and Switzerland to come second. So that's the current situation, guys. Brazil on 7 points as it stands. Switzerland on 6, Cameroon on 2, and Serbia on 1. Follow that with United player of the tournament so far. Well, all the United players have been playing really well. Delo is having a great World Cup. Bruno Fernandes is having a great World Cup. Harry Maguire is having a great World Cup. Rashford is having a great World Cup. So yeah. Probably Rashford maybe. Corner now to Brazil. Rodrigo to swing it in again. Near post. Oh, keeper was brave. Punches it away. And it's a goal kick. Kasim says Brazil 1-0 half-time against Cameroon prediction. So they're just showing the Shaqiri goal. Yeah, it took a bit of a deflection, alright. But it's basically, if it stays the way it is, it's basically guaranteeing Switzerland second place in the group. So we have 1-0 to Switzerland, guys, and then we have obviously Cameroon and Brazil is 0-0 so far. But again, like I said, if you do want to go over and check out the YouTube channel, we've got the scoreboards up over there, the starting 11, the timer, all of that good stuff. Link is on my homepage, or just search United Community Channel. But if you're new, guys, make sure you hit the follow button as well. Daily Manchester United and World Cup content. And we're going to be doing a lot of the World Cup watch-alongs now. 2 weeks from Sunday is the final. So just over 2 weeks to go. And then, of course, we're back into Manchester United watch-alongs, which I can't wait for. We're starting on the 21st of December. So it's actually 3 weeks from today, I think. Is it? No, sorry, it's not. 3 weeks from yesterday, United will have their first game back in the Carabao Cup, and then the following Tuesday then we'll have our first Premier League game back, which is the day after Stevens' Day. I think it's a Tuesday, and we're playing Nottingham Forest. So make sure you're hitting that follow button and subscribing and all of that good stuff. Tella is playing for Brazil as well, says Janat. Yeah. Where's Shaqiri playing now? I'm not actually sure. I'll tell you right now where he's playing. Major League Soccer club Chicago Fire. So he's playing in the MLS. Martinelli now cross into the box deep. Cameroon clear their lines, but Alves clears it up and Fred passes to Anthony. Anthony cuts in on his left. Cross into the box. Good cross. Has to be dealt with, and Brazil win another corner here. Aldop says Germany gone. Big shock. Yeah, very big shock. Very big shock. But in saying that, I'm not overly surprised. Here's Anthony now. Couldn't beat the first man with his cross, but Brazil retain possession. But yeah, I mean, Brazil gone. Like Italy not even in it. There's always big shocks in it. You know what I mean? Every major tournament like this, but I mean, Brazil have such a class squad. They really do, don't they? Let's see. I thought Shaqiri had retired. Where's he playing these days? Yeah, we said that one. Wasn't the best tournament so far, to be fair, says Dale. No, it hasn't been. It hasn't been. I don't know, is it the atmosphere? Is it the fact that it's mid? I don't think we're ever going to see a Winter World Cup again. I really don't. Not only the fact that it doesn't make sense, but just the atmosphere is off, and I don't know. Like, you would be thinking the quality of the tournament would probably be a bit better than normal, given the fact that the majority of the players that are playing in it are smack bang in the middle of their season. So they're flying fit, they're raring to go. But it hasn't really been the case. It really hasn't. Belgium gone too. Yeah, Belgium are gone. P-Man says, predictions for United versus Forest on Boxing Day. I'm at absolutely nothing giving you a prediction right now, because we don't know how we're going to fare out in terms of injuries, what players come back fit, what players don't. So I'll definitely keep an eye on the TikTok, hit the follow button. I'll be doing a prediction maybe a day or two before the game, once we kind of know potential starting 11s and things like that, and who we have and who's fit. Blue Kit, no Allison. No team has won all 3 group games so far, says WTF. Rodrigo wins a free kick now in a very nice position on the edge of the box, and the ref gives another yellow card here. So Serbia have equalised, guys, just to let everybody know. Mitrovic with the goal. And in relation to the table, then, that puts Switzerland back to 4 points, 2 ahead of Cameroon. So if Cameroon can win this game, they'll overtake Switzerland as it stands. So 1-1, Serbia versus Switzerland, and of course 0-0 in this game so far. However, Brazil do have a free kick in a very promising position here. Looks like it's going to be Rodrigo to take it. Looks like it's going to be Rodrigo here, but Telles is also standing over it. It certainly, you would think it would favour a left footer. Referee just making sure the wall is behind the line. Come on, ref. It's going to be Rodrigo. It's the wall. Waste of time. But, yeah, I mean, look, Brazil don't need to win this game. It's Cameroon really that need to step out and really go for it. Given the fact that they're in 3rd place as it stands, they need to win this game. Cameroon do. So, but I don't know if they really have the quality to really have a go at. And they're showing the goal here now. Mitrovic. Oh, lovely cross in, and Mitrovic with a glancing header. Lovely, lovely goal. Right. Any free kicks scored in the tournament yet? Can't think of one. Didn't Rashford score one? Rashford scored one. One sec. think Rashford scored one anyway. Hey, Puddin'. You want to come up? Oh, you're getting heavy. You're getting heavy. Say hello to everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm watching the football.
Did you give her advent calendar chocolate or did you eat it?
I gave it to her, of course. Jesus. What kind of a father do you think I am?
A chocoholic father.
Hi, everybody. Score updates, please. So, Cameroon and Brazil are 0-0. And then Switzerland and Serbia are 1-1. So, as it stands, Brazil are top of the group. Switzerland, yeah, Brazil. Oh, here's Rodrigo. Oh, a very cynical challenge there. It should be a yellow card, and it is. But yeah, as it stands, Brazil are top of the group. Switzerland are second. Cameroon are third, and Serbia are fourth. So, be off. United Family Channel. Yeah, that's how we do it here in this house. Enter.
Big bull daddy. Come on, Messi.
Go on, Mess.
Messi.
What's your thoughts on Beale to Rangers? I don't really have a thought on it. I haven't given it any thought. I don't really follow the Scottish League that closely. Obviously, I watch the odd Celtic game every now and again, but yeah. So Brazil is hella boring, says Mac. What if she grows up to be a Liverpool fan? She won't. Believe me, she already has 2 Manchester United kits. And if she does, that's okay. She'll just have to find somewhere else to live. So another free kick here now to Brazil. Again in a very promising position. Dani Alves is standing over this one now. Along with Tellez. Looks like it's going to be Alves. Nah, over the bar. Great commentary from both of them. Cara and Neville couldn't have. Yeah. Right, let's open a sticker pack. Given the fact that this game isn't the most exciting. Let's see how we get on here. So we've got Mbappe, we've got Joe Felix, we've got, say, Jude Bellingham. We're waiting really on Messi and Ronaldo, aren't we? That's who we're looking for. Messi and Ronaldo. Let's see, can we get them? First one isn't anyway. We have Stefan de Vrij. A Canadian defender, Daniil Henry. An Australian midfielder, Hrustic. We then also have the Australian Vaj, which you can't really see with the green screen. And then we have a Danish defender, Jens Stringer Larsen. Oh, here we go. Let's do another one. I'm going to leave one pack for the World Cup final. I still have to put them all in, stick them all into the book. Brazil has lost their Samba identity. Well, look, the one thing I would say about tonight is this is their second string team that are out. You know what I mean? It's not their starting 11 really. So we have a USA defender, Aaron Long. We've got, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, but that's a Polish midfielder, Kamil Jozwiak. Oh, here's Rodrigo. Oh, he could have easily gone down there. Coop Meaners. Oh, a decent enough one. Bukayo Saka of England. Bukayo Saka. That's a new one. We haven't got him yet. And then we have the Dutch team, who are still in the competition, so that's good. So happy days. One of my gang supports the pool. She's free. She's free to a good home. Or a not so good home, says Oisin. Worst nightmare. So Serbia have taken the lead, guys. 2-1 to Serbia. So that certainly does change the dynamic of the group somewhat. So as it stands, Serbia are now into second place in the group. So Brazil are top, Serbia in second, Switzerland in third, and Cameroon in fourth. But here's Brazil coming now. Here's Anthony. Takes the strike, keeper saves. So yeah, it's all going to come down to this game really. If Cameroon can find a goal and beat Brazil, then they'll leapfrog everybody into second. This is the best pack we've had. I've just had a look at them. This is the best pack we've opened yet. Right? Let's see, can you guess who we have? Right, so a Portuguese defender, surname or his one and only name begins with P. First one in the chat gets it. Pepe. Johnny gets it. John Delaney gets it. Pepe. Yeah, Twigs is on. Dylan, Pepe, Ben. Yep. This is a very good pack, right? So we have an attacker for Germany. Surname begins with S. Dylan and Oshin are the first on it. Yep. And you're all spot on. Sané. Sané. There we go. Right. A Belgian midfielder. Surname begins with W. This is probably the toughest one. John is on it as well. And Oshin is on it, yeah. Axel Witsel. Spot on. Now, another Belgian player. Goalkeeper. This is an easy one, so I'll just show you. Courtois. This is a great pack, ain't it? And last but not least, a Korean striker. Have a guess. A Korean striker. Yep. Now there's a lot of Sons on it, but Heung-min Son. That's some pack. So it is. Right? That's some pack. Son, Courtois, Witsel, Sané, and Pepe. That's a great pack. It's so good I think we need to open another one. So, to be honest with you, the more this game goes on, the more I don't think Cameroon are going to score. Brazil look quite comfortable here. Look in charge, really. Right, here we go. So an England forward, surname begins with S. Let's see who can get it first. England forward, surname beginning with S. Yeah. Ricky and Michael get it. And Ben gets it as well. Sterling. There we go. Right, this is a defender for the USA. Surname begins with D, and he's actually been linked with United recently. Riki is on it. Twigs is on it. Oshin is on it. Yep. Serginho Dest. I'm not sure who that guy is. Amrabat for Morocco. We have the Netherlands midfielder, surname beginning with K. So Dutch midfielder, surname beginning with K. This is probably the toughest one. Although you should be getting it, really. Yeah, Oshin is on the ball. Michael is on the ball. Klassen. Wasn't overly difficult. And then we have another Belgian goalkeeper. Surname beginning with M. An extra point if you spell his name correctly. Murphy, no. Ben and Oshin are on it. Michael is on it, yeah. Mignolet. We're getting some good packs here. So we are. I'm enjoying them. Maybe we should open another one. How many have I left, actually? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, we'll open one more. We'll open one more. One more. Hit the follow button or hit the subscribe button if you're new, guys. Daily Manchester United and World Cup content. All of the watch-alongs for the season. Here's Rodrigo coming now. Anthony with an inside run. And the pass is just a little bit too heavy for him. Goes back into the Cameroonian goalkeeper's hands. And it's kind of the final ball for Brazil that's letting them down. You'd have to say. But yeah. So Joe Rondon to start off. Wales, they're gone. Crepin Diatta for Senegal. A Serbian defender, surname beginning with M for mother. Have a guess. And again, an extra point for anyone who spells the name correctly. Not the actual name correctly, but if you spell this guy's name correctly. Michael, I give it to you. I'll give it to you. Milenkovic. He left out the K, but yeah, Milenkovic. I don't think anyone actually spelled that right. So no extra points for anyone. Right, we have Welsh goalkeeper. Any Welsh in the chat? Welsh goalkeeper? Ward, no. Hennessy. Ben gets it. Oshin gets it as well. Now, a Ghanaian forward, surname beginning with the letter A. So, Ghanaian forward, surname beginning with the letter A. Ayew, Riki gets it first. Jordan Ayew. See, we tend to start opening packs when the games are born, you know. And finally, I have this player already, but English midfielder, surname beginning with the letter B. Should be easy enough, shouldn't it? The one and only Jude Bellingham. There we go. There we go. So we're rolling up on half time here, guys. Solo is in the chat. Good evening, pal. Guys, Solo is part of the Man United Agenda YouTube channel that I'm going to be on later on. Make sure you go over and hit subscribe to that as well. I'm going to be on with the guys about, I think it's 9:05 we're going to be on at. Solo, I've actually tried to redirect my viewers directly into your video after my live ends, but I don't have access to YouTube doesn't allow me. I think you have to grant me access to allow me to redirect my viewers into your live. If it's something you want to do, let me know. But I have the link to your video pinned to the top of the chat as well. So anybody who's watching, make sure you get in and watch us over on the Man United agenda at 9:05. Chance there for Brazil. Just goes out for a corner. It's a good save. And the corner comes in low. Dani Alves. Oh, over the top. Oh, no, sorry. It was Rodrigo. Apologies. Kind of a training ground routine there. So, yeah. So, we have the equaliser in the other game as well, guys. Serbia and Switzerland is 2-2. So, that again puts Switzerland back into the second in the group, and it brings Serbia all the way back down to the bottom. So it looks like we're watching the worst of the two games, which is typical, really, isn't it? But yeah, Solo, I have no idea how to do that, but when you go backstage you can show me. Yeah, perfect, no problem, pal. Oh, wonderful save there. What a save. And Cameroon are coming again here. Pinning Brazil back. Oh, he goes down in the box looking for a penalty, but the ref waves him up. And Brazil are going to come away here. What a great save by the Brazilian goalkeeper. Who is it? Ederson is in the goal. Oh, the header. Oh, yeah, great save. So the ball crossed in from the left. It goes all the way to the back post. And Ederson is working his way across the goal. And the header is put right back across in the opposite direction that Ederson is moving. And he moves his feet really well and pulls it out of the goal. Great save there. Great save. Rico says, is Man United signing Ronaldo back? I don't think so. The Switzerland and Serbia game is more interesting than Brazil and Cameroon match. It is, Dylan. Yeah. And Oshin says, just showed the Swiss manager. He looks like he's going to have a heart attack. But it's been a tame enough first half, I have to say it. Now, I'm going to say what I said yesterday. It's probably going to be a boring second half as well. And the reason I say that is because when I said that last night, we went on to have one of the most exciting 45 minutes of football I've seen in a long time. So hopefully we can have the same here. Solo says, I hope Fred will get his first goal tonight. Yeah, I mean, like, he's been a good servant for Brazil, you'd have to say. And, you know, obviously I haven't seen an awful lot of Brazil's games in terms of qualifiers and things like that. But by all accounts, anytime himself and I think are they unbeaten? Brazil have never lost. I think there's some kind of stat like that Brazil have never lost when Casemiro and Fred have played together in the midfield, which is crazy when you think about it, really, you know. But yeah, I like Fred. Look, if we're talking Manchester United, you know, and getting back to where we need to be in terms of challenging for league titles and, you know, winning trophies, I don't think he's going to be the solution, maybe, but I like his enthusiasm, and, you know, I think he would make a decent squad player, you know. Man C502 says, what a keeper. Yeah, he's a good one. I won't lie. And Michael says, and like 15 clean sheets as well. Yeah, there's an unreal stat when it comes to Casemiro and Fred. Casemiro and Fred has a nicer ring to it than McTominay and Fred. You know what I mean? That just gives you nightmares. Yeah, Solo says, yeah, you're 100% right, never lost a game. Yeah, so, I mean, that's an unbelievable stat when you think about it, you know. But I just want to grab me water, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Talk amongst yourselves there. Now, when do you think Ronaldo is going to make a move? Says Rico. I think I think he's going to wait until after the World Cup. If I'm being honest, I don't see why he would move before the World Cup. It wouldn't really make any sense. You know, let him play the World Cup. He would be hoping that he does well and things like that. You know, he said if he wins it, he'll never play again. But if I won the World Cup, I'd never play again if I was his age. He's not going to go to Real Madrid. No, he's not. I would be very, very surprised if he ended up going back to Real Madrid. Real Madrid don't tend to go back when it comes to players like that. They're very cutthroat, you know. So yeah. There's a picture up on Twitter of Luis Suarez crying after they get knocked out. And the caption is just Evra with laughing faces. I don't think there's a more unlikable player, you know, an all-round unlikable player. Like, there's even a lot of Liverpool fans that don't even like Suarez. You know, I don't know, he just annoys me so much. Fred's first half by numbers, guys. So 87% pass accuracy, 35 touches, 3 out of 3 long balls completed, 2 key passes, 1 ground duel won, and 1 big chance created. So decent first half out of Fred, you'd have to say. Decent first half. Let's see. Any news on new owners for the club, lad? So, there's nothing in relation to potential buyers or anything like that. But, the reports that have suggested in the last few days that a deal could be done by the springtime. Which is interesting. You're talking February. So, you're talking, in the next 7 or 8 weeks, which would be that would be monumentally quick to get new owners in by then. I think a more realistic timeline would be, by the summer. You would be hoping by the end of the season we could have new owners, because you want to be going into the summer transfer window. If we do get new owners in and they're going to invest in the squad, you want to be getting it done as quick as possible, because if let's say the transfer window opens, okay, on the 1st of June, and the Glazers know that the club is going to be sold, they're going to have the club sold by the first week of July or the first week of August even. They're going to say, well, we're fucking off out here. You know what I mean? We don't need to be putting any money into this. So let's hope we can get it done as quickly as possible so we can allow the new owners, whoever they may be, to come in and, and give them time to invest money, especially in the transfer window. You know what I mean? That's all we can hope for. Michael says, do the Glazers spend now in January? They're selling now anyway. Well, there's kind of counter arguments to both of that, because they're looking to sell, of course. So you would say, well, if we're looking to sell, why would we sign anybody? But on the flip side of that is they're looking to get the best price possible for the club. Now, if you sign some decent players in the January transfer window, the price of Manchester United is going that way. So there's pros and cons to both. I think we will buy in the summer, or sorry, in January. I think the reason for that is the Glazers have never invested their own money into the club. They've always invested club earned money back into the club. You know what I mean? It's been Manchester United's revenue that Manchester United as a brand has created. That's what we spend on transfers. It's not the Glazers' money. You know what I mean? So I think for that reason alone, we will probably, we will be in for players in January, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Does Suarez bite anyone today? Says Oshie, not that I heard of. Maybe down the tunnel outside, but yeah. Will we ever get a soccer player like Ronaldo? Says Rico. Yeah, we will. We will. They come around. You know, you would have said the same with Maradona, and then Messi came around. There'll be someone better eventually. Curtis Senazine says, hey Jack, how many more unbelievable surprises can our hearts take in this outstanding World Cup? Yeah, I mean, last night was definitely the pinnacle of it. It really was. I mean, it flipped and flopped so much last night between who was going home, who was staying, who was out, who was in. It was brilliant. So, and we're seeing it a little bit here as well tonight with Switzerland and Cameroon. Or sorry, with Switzerland and Serbia game. It's 2-2 at the moment. Serbia were up in the second at one stage. Now it's back to Switzerland. And if Cameroon can get a goal against Germany here, they'll leapfrog everybody into second. So Joy says, do you think United should try to buy Kudus from Ajax, isn't it? Not a bad player. I mean, an absolute brick of a chap. And not a bad footballer, you'd have to say so. I mean, I certainly wouldn't be against it. I really wouldn't. And I think, look, I've said this on numerous occasions as well in relation to who we sign. I think Ten Hag has proven in a very short period of time that he can get transfers right. You know, now look, there are going to be transfers that go wrong. Don't misquote me on that at all. You know, eventually we will sign someone that doesn't work out. You know, maybe we have already, but as it stands, Martinez has been a great signing. Casemiro has been a great signing. Eriksen has been a great signing. Anthony's been a great signing. You know, Malacia has been a great signing. So I think Erik Ten Hag has proven that he can get transfers right. So if he decides that I want to go for this chap or someone else, I'm totally 100% behind him. I really am. At one stage, both of the big guns were gone last night, says Barney. Yeah, at one stage it was Spain and Germany were out, and Costa Rica and Japan were in. It was just crazy. So it was crazy. Luis Suarez, tears are like the elixir of life to me, says Kurdistan. Absolutely they are. Absolutely. We already have the next Ronaldo, says Oshin in Garnacho. Just need to tie him down. Yep, absolutely. And Twig says Valencia might be good. But yeah, we certainly do have an up-and-coming real talent, don't we? And I think we just need to give him time, you know, and I think he has the right manager at the right time in relation to Ten Hag. You know, Ten Hag was very strict with him early on in pre-season, and you know, his attitude wasn't the best and things like that, so he didn't get a game. In all of pre-season he didn't play, you know, but he bided his time. He slowly but surely integrated him in, got him doing the right things, and now here we are, you know. So he's got a very good manager, and I think the two of them can take advantage of each other over the next 5 to 10 years, hopefully, you know. Has ever posted about a Jet? His instas do be hilarious, says Michael. Yeah, I don't think he would go that far. I think inside he'd be really happy, but yeah. Rico says, I'm a very, very good soccer player. Like, I'm very clever in the head, working Peterborough. Well, at least you're not modest anyway, Rico. Sign him up to a long contract, says Barney. Absolutely. We need to tie him down as quick as possible. Fabrizio says, Saudi Arabia's chances of qualification lasted as long as prime Benzema. Rico says, do you think Ronaldo's going to Man City? No, he's not. Man City don't need him. They've already got Haaland. Will Brazil do a Spaniard and take Cameroon with them to the 16th? I mean, look, it's this is the last round actually as well, isn't it? So, yeah, oh yeah, we're into the last 16 tomorrow, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Yeah. Let's see. Oshin says, I wonder, are we overlooking McLaren's influence at United, knowing this infamous United way? Lad, I've been saying that now for a while in relation to Steve McLaren. His work ethic and he's not, I don't think he's a manager, but he's a fucking very, very, very good coach. And I think he's perfect for Manchester United right now. You know, Ten Hag has worked under McLaren, and now obviously the roles have reversed. So, yeah, I think he deserves an awful lot of credit. An awful lot of credit. Fabrizio says, Spain lose a World Cup game, but knock half of Bayern out of the tournament in doing so. They certainly did. They certainly did. They certainly did. That's the joys of knockout tournaments, though, isn't it? The joys of tournament football. So 0-0, guys. Team's coming out. Nearly ready to go again here. And obviously we'll be keeping a close eye on the Serbian and Switzerland game as well. Rico, will you add me on TikTok? No, I won't. Nearly ready to go, guys. And we're off. Up and running. So Cameroon starting out, and they're on the attack up the right hand side here. Oh, nice little fake, but good defending there by Bremer, I think it was. Oshin says, speaking of cup football, was the FA Cup draw done for the third round? Who did United get? We got Everton at home, Oshin. Everton at home. It's I think it's either the date hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's either the 4th or the 5th of January. So I think we'll have Carabao Cup, Premier League, and FA Cup in the space of a week or two, I think. Yeah, so. Oh, lovely ball, and Cameroon are getting down the right-hand side here, cross into the box, but Bremer does well. He's well positioned and puts the ball out for a corner. Good start by Cameroon here in the second half, you'd have to say it. Are you going to any league games in the new year, says Michael? Well, I have a cup season ticket, Michael, so I actually have tickets to the Villa game on the week of Christmas that I can't go to, so if anyone is interested, they can have them. I also can't go to the Everton game, the FA Cup game, which is the week after New Year's. So if anyone is interested in them, you can DM me as well if you would like them tickets. But I am going to the Barcelona game. because I have cup season tickets. So I'll be going to the Barcelona game in February, which I can't wait for. Corner now to Cameroon. I'm well headed away there by Brazil, and we have a player injured in the process. Oh yeah, it was a heavy fall. Heavy fall. Who's it? Tellez. Just kind of comes down on his hip, it looks like. How are you finding the World Cup so far? Shocking results, says Danny. Yeah, I mean, there's been some upsets. There really has. But that's what makes it, knockout football, tournament football so interesting. And I think a lot of us were saying in the first round of games there was a few draws and there was a few this and that and there was a couple of shock defeats and things like that. But on the flip side of that, it made it interesting for the second and third games because them teams then had said, fuck, we only have 2 games left here. We have to try and qualify. We really have to go for it, which opened everything up then, Yeah. The games over Christmas should be called Crunch Football, says Barney. And Danny says, for you, do you think the Japan second goal should be counted or not? I've looked at it, and the camera angle that's in line with the ball and the camera angle that's in line with the end line, the ball is still in. There's a bit of the ball still in. So it's a goal in my opinion. If that was goal line technology, the goal wouldn't have counted, So in my opinion, it was a goal, because the whole of the ball has to cross the whole of the line. And the whole ball didn't cross the whole of the line. So then it's in my opinion now. I'd like to know what you think, though. But yeah, I certainly think it was a goal. Barney's saying Switzerland take the lead. And he's on the money. Yep, so Switzerland go 3-2 up. So that's... Yeah, I mean, that's basically securing their second place finish. Now, if they could get 2 more goals, and Brazil were to lose, then Switzerland would top the group. Here's Cameroon now, cross into the box. Oh, lovely little ball and a strike. Oh, and Ederson, I think, had his angles covered. But Cameroon have started this second half really well, I have to say. And he wasn't far away with a strike across Ederson. Ederson does look like he has his angles covered, in fairness to him. But Cameroon have certainly started the second half the better team. Danny says it's a major grey area for me. I wouldn't have given it, but then again, yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't see. I don't see what the grey area is. So here's the line, right? Here's the end line. Now, excuse my drawing. And there's the ball. Right? That's in. That's in. You know what I mean? This is the pitch. And that's out. Right? That ball is in. You know what I mean? Because now, like, that ball is in and that ball is out. Do you know what I mean? like all of the ball has to cross all of the line. You know, so I understand where people are coming from as well. You know, but like if a millimeter of the ball is either in line with the line, it's in. You know what I mean? All of the ball has to cross all of the line. You know, so. But, Brazil are scrambling in Cameroon. Keeper eventually gets it. You know what I mean? But, I know it's probably the least, in my opinion, it's probably the least grey area that you can have. Like, the offside rule is a lot more of a grey area. Hi! Are you going to bed?
Oh, jeez.
Come on now, you're getting used to jumping in here on top of me, aren't you?
We're going to go and dry our hair. Then go to bed.
Oh, Jenny Mac almighty, tonight. You're too used to getting in here and watching the football, aren't you? Aren't you? Hi, everybody. Watch, look. Here you go. You'll see yourself here now. Look. Look. There you are. Hi, everybody. Wave. Say hello. You see Messi's tail in the background.
Messi.
Yeah.
What is Messi doing? Messi. Hey, buddy.
Bit of spam in the chat there, boys. One sec now.
Yeah, that was Dada.
Yeah, no.
That's the spam.
Here we go. See the goal. Oh, see the match. Where are you? You over here? There you are, there. Say hello. Yeah.
Daddy hugging and kissing.
Have a kiss?
Go do your hair.
Have a kiss? You going to bed? Kiss? Mwah. And a hug? Oh, good girl. Bye. Say bye, everybody. Over here. Say bye, everybody. And up there. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Come here. Let's go.
Oh, Jesus. Kicking cameras here and everything.
Messi, you coming? Messi coming.
Go on, Mess.
I'm coming. Let's go.
Japanese flag will have a line at the bottom. It says Barney. Then again, why did the ref stop it in the first place then? Well, the ref didn't stop it. It was the game was stopped because the goal went in, you know. And then obviously the linesman probably put up his flag just so it would go to VAR. There's some of these kind of rules with VAR that, you know, like as well with the offside rule where you don't put up the flag until the very last minute. You let the phase of play finish before the flag goes up. Maybe it has something to do with that. I'm not 100% sure. But I look, in my opinion, the right decision happened, you know. But yeah. Australia went further than Germany. Like World War II. Jesus Christ. Brazil come away here now. And Martinelli is away up the left-hand side. Now Cameroon do have numbers back. But Martinelli is one-on-one here. Gets a strike away. Oh, what a save. Fabulous save. Would have been a great goal. But Brazil were fast on the counter-attack there. Martinelli down the left. Cuts in on his right-hand side and an early shot. And it's going into the top corner. But the Cameroonian goalkeeper done himself proud and made a great save. Jack, do me a favour. Just shout, "Night, Oaks! Good night!" Little one is off the bed. She's a fan as well now. Good night, Oaks! Sleep well. Oh, Cameroon! They're fucking Cameroon. Squeaky bum time here. Oh, the keeper spills it. Keeper spills it, but he's up fast. And half the Brazilian team are looking to get in on the rebound, but he gets to it first and just tips it around the corner. And it is a corner to Brazil. So, you're welcome, Ben. No problem, pal. Corner now being swung in. Outswinger. And it's easily cleared by Cameroon. And Cameroon have players here. Oh, it gets stuck under his feet. I was saying Cameroon have players on the counter attack, if they could have just got them, if they could have just got out, they would have had 4-on-2 there. But Brazil come again here down the left hand side, and we're sparking into life here. Here's Anthony, left footed strike. Keeper has to parry it. Should have probably caught it, but it goes out for another corner to Brazil. Now it's going nowhere near the goal. Keeper doesn't even need to touch it. So yeah, it's going to be another corner here to Brazil. In swinger now this time. Oh, big deep one to the back post. Keeper is up. Oh, brave header off the line, and Cameroon win a free out. Goalkeeper's on the ground. Cameroon win a free out here, but brave defending by Cameroon. A great corner swung in. Deep to the back post. And the keeper's back and back. Gets a hand on it. And then a couple of players. Oh, I mean, Bremer there gets the header up above the goalkeeper. And if it's on target, it would have been a goal. But he heads it more so back across the goal. So we're up and running again here. Well, Cameroon just win a free. Trevlon says, it's rude talking while eating. I'll do whatever I want on my channel. How devastated are you over Uruguay are out? Oh, Kea, I'm so happy. Fucking your Luis Suarez just do me head in, so he does. Absolutely, even the look of him annoys me. Oh, Cameroon now free in, but Brazil eventually do clear their lines. Win a free out in the end. Which country has Wan-Bissaka tried to declare? Was it Cameroon or someone? Yeah, it was someone like that. It was definitely an African team. He won't be playing for England, that's for sure. Congo, says Michael. I'm not sure. I'll have a check here and see. International career. Congolese. He made a single appearance for the Dominican Republic of Congo under 20s in 2015. He also played then for England in the under 20 squad in 2018. So, despite interest from Dominican Republic of Congo, Wan-Bissaka said in May 2019 that he intended to pursue an international career with England, stating, "The aim is England. I'm happy playing with England and representing them." So he wants to continue to do so. So since the injury withdrawal in 2019, Wan-Bissaka has found himself competing with the likes of Kyle Walker, Trent, Trippier, Reece James. As a result of his faltering performance, he has at several times expressed his desire to represent his ancestral Dominican Republic of Congo again. So, yeah. But yeah, you're spot on there, Michael. Was it the Republic of Ireland? We wouldn't have him. I'm sure he has a grandmother or an auntie or something that's Irish. We could get our hands on him. Seamus Coleman is retiring. Does the Swiss need 1 or 2 more goals to top the table? I think they need 2 more goals, and they will go through on goals scored. Now that's only if Cameroon beat Brazil as well, though, Trevlon. So only if Cameroon beat Brazil. If it stays a draw or Brazil win, they're guaranteed top spot. Lamptey was in the Ghana squad too. Thought England would have tried to tie him down. Yeah, and you look at Matty Cash playing for Poland. Like, he's English, but his mother is Polish. And he's playing for Poland, you know. So, and he's playing at right back for them. So there's obviously, you know, as we know, there's a lot of talented right backs that England have at the moment. After covering their mouths in the opening match against Japan, Germany covering their faces in the last match against Costa Rica. Stick Woody at right back for Republic of Ireland. He wouldn't fuck up. He'd be giving out to everyone. The ball. Here's Martinelli now. Tries to slip in Marquinhos. What the fuck is Marquinhos doing up there? But it's a poor ball. It's too heavy and it goes out for a goal kick. These aero melts are unbelievable. Can't stop eating them. I've only a few left, so don't worry. Who's your favourite of the remaining teams and who's grown on you? Well, I've backed Brazil from the start, so I'd stick with them. But who has grown on me? Probably, even though I know last night they didn't win, but probably Spain. I wasn't expecting Spain to be as good as they actually are. But I've been very impressed with them, I have to say. Now, I think Spain played it very cleverly last night, whereas they're going to get a more favourable draw by finishing second in the group than they are if they finish top. So I think they were very smart last night. But I've been impressed with them, I have to say. Here's Ribeiro now. Oh, great tackle. What a tackle. And a good hard tackle at that. And Ribeiro stays down. And the Cameroonian defender had to get that right or it would have been a stonewall penalty. But times it to perfection. And here's Cameroon now on the edge of the Brazil box, but a poor pass to give it away. It's all going on here, says Barney. It certainly is. So we have an injury here, guys. So play has stopped. Oh, what a great tackle. Brilliant. You have to time them perfect. Wins the ball, takes the man. Fucking boom. That's the way to do it. So still 3-2 in the Switzerland-Serbia game as well, guys. Which team surprised you in making it into the round of 16? I was going to say Japan, but it's probably a bit harsh on Japan because they do have a very good team. Let's have a look at the last 16s here. I mean, Australia is a big show. You would have to say. Probably Australia. Let's have a look here. France, Poland, England, Senegal. You'd expect nearly all of them to get through. Japan, Croatia. South Korea, I probably would have expected them to get through as well. Morocco, maybe. Maybe not. Portugal. Yeah, I'll go with Australia, probably. Australia is probably the biggest surprise, you'd have to say. Barney says Serbia, Switzerland is a good game. Morocco are very good, says Kurdistan. Micah says Morocco for me. Yeah, the Morocco are a good team, absolutely. Ben says need to see more tackles like that. Most players scared of it now with the refs. Yeah, and it all comes down to the referees pulling players on it. The refs need to let it go a little bit, you know. But I certainly agree with you, Ben. I mean, the physicality side of the game, you know, is gone nearly. You know, and that, like, there's an art to tackling. Using your body, using your weight, timing, all of that stuff, you know. And it's just gone out of the game now, which is disappointing. Where do you say England will finish? It looks like they're going to come up against France in the quarterfinals if they can beat Senegal. Because France will beat Poland. I think quarterfinals. I think they're going to get knocked out in the quarterfinals. I can't see them beating France. But if they do, they've got a great chance. They really do. Beating in the quarter, says Michael. So glad Uruguay's gone, says Emer. Yep, so am I. Poland are so bad, says Barnett. Yeah, they're very poor. They're very poor. They have a poor midfield, the French, I think. Well, I don't know. I mean, Rabiot's been playing really well in this World Cup. I have to say. And sure, Tchouameni is class as well. I don't know. I think you just have Mbappe. It's just unbelievable. Here's Brazil coming now. Goes for a goal kick. But, look, I mean, who knows? Who knows? I do think if England can get over France, then... Well, if they get over France, they're going to be in a semi-final. And then, it all depends who they get, you know? But France are good. And I said at the start of the tournament, and I have to eat my words here and say that I was wrong, I said at the start of the tournament that I thought France would struggle. They've changed my mind on that big time. Ben says it's coming home. Oh, Jesus, we'd never hear the fucking end of it if it came home, wouldn't we not? Jesus Christ. Which team would you sacrifice a goat for not to win? I don't think I'd sacrifice a goat for any of them not to win. I wouldn't be able to kill a goat. Michael says, I think they could face Brazil in the semi-final. Okay, there you go. So it's not an easy run for England, but, I mean, Jesus Christ, if they can beat France and Brazil on the run to a final, they deserve to win it, you know. But look, I mean, it wouldn't. If England win it, I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? It wouldn't bother me at all. I wouldn't be, you know, I wouldn't be one of these, you know, anti-England. You know, it just doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me. If England win the World Cup, they win the World Cup. You know, they're going to win it eventually. Now, it might be another 100 years before they win it, but they'll, like, you know, law of averages suggests they will win it eventually. You know, so it doesn't bother me. If England win it, fair play to them. They'll deserve it, because you don't win a World Cup by chance. You know, maybe a European Championships like Greece did in 2004, but the World Cup, you don't win a World Cup by accident. You know, you win the World Cup if you're a good team. So we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. So what have we got? Just over 15 minutes to go of normal time, guys. Barney says, it would bother you at all. Look, I'd prefer it not to, but if they did, you'd just say, all right, congratulations, you know. Ben says it's an easy game in knockout football. Yeah, I mean, and sometimes you can be guilty of that, you know, as fans of, you know, in knockout football, especially with World Cups and European Championships and stuff. Not that Ireland have been in a lot of them, because we haven't, but you're plotting. If we win that game, we have them. If we win that game, we have them. You know. Maybe should they change that? You know, and if you say, right, after this Brazil and Cameroon game and the Serbia-Switzerland game, that's all of the group stages done. Now, open draw. Who gets who? You know, and then all of a sudden Brazil get France in the last 16. Would that be more exciting? I would probably think so. You know. But, you know, because of the format of the tournaments, you basically know every game you're going to play. So you say, right, if we finish top of the group, we're going to get the runners up in that group, which is more than likely going to be fucking, you know, Senegal. So then, right, we're playing Senegal, and then quarterfinals then is the follow that, so that's France, and then semi-final is Brazil, and then final then is potentially Argentina. You know what I mean? So I think maybe if the group stage is ended and then just bosh, an open draw, Argentina, Brazil in the last 16, lovely. You know, maybe that would be more exciting. It's called taking your eye off the ball, planning ahead, says Barney. Absolutely. And sure, didn't Keane say it in the last one? You know, about the World Cup, you know, saying about Gary Neville and Ian Wright, you know, taunting too far ahead, and, you know. Here's Cameroon coming out. That final ball is just a little bit off for them, and they're getting into good positions. They just can't find that fucking final pass, and it's killing them. So it is. And here's Brazil now down the right hand side. Pedro through the middle. Martinelli on the left. Oh, that was a good tackle, was it? Ref lets it go on anyway. It was a strong challenge from behind, but the ref lets it play on. And here's Cameroon now coming down their left. Oh, lovely little step over. Leaves Dani Alves. Sends him for a bag of chips. Strike from outside the box. Great strike and good save by Ederson in the end. Michael says, Keane's right as well. You have to focus on the next game and not the game after that. Yeah, absolutely. Stevie says up Mayo. Kurdistan says, okay, this Ireland winning the World Cup or Man U winning all the big titles in a season. Ireland winning the World Cup. That is the dream. Eventually Manchester United will be back winning trophies, the Premier Leagues, the Champions Leagues. It'll happen. It will happen again. Ireland would never win the World Cup. So if you give me that option, give me Ireland winning the World Cup any day of the week. Any day of the week. Oh, Ireland win the World Cup. The whole country had shut down for a month. We'd all be drunk for a month, drinking Guinness. Barney says, after the last 16, you're so right, it should be an open draw. Can you imagine the streets of Ireland if we did win? Oh my God. Anthony is off. So yeah, if Ireland won the World Cup, it'd be unbelievable. I think the whole world would celebrate if Ireland won the World Cup. There's a month of sick calls, says Michael, yeah. You want to see the queue outside the credit union? The lad's getting a loan for a few pints. Go on, give us another 100 there. I'm good for it. I'll give it back to you next week. Corner now to Cameroon. Be a great time for them to get a goal. But Brazil do well to head it away. Cameroon keep possession on the edge of the box though. Oh, strike there, takes a deflection, goes for another corner. And Cameroon are putting a bit of pressure on here. And they know that they need a goal here. I mean, if they can get a goal, they'll go second in the group, regardless of what happens in the other game. Oh no, they won't. Sorry. They won't. I apologise. As long as Switzerland are winning, Switzerland go through. So yeah, Cameroon need to score and then hope that Serbia get an equaliser. Oh, Jesus, there's a rugby tackle. Oh, he gets a hug off one of his teammates there. Cameroon just... I didn't know they had rugby in Cameroon. It's the centre forward, was it? Abubakar. Oh, he just makes it. It reminds you of Solskjaer years ago when he was against Nottingham Forest when he just took your man out. And he does the same. He just kind of runs. It's Martinelli. He just puts one hand on his shoulder, jumps up on his back, and rugby tackles him to the ground. Ah, that's the stuff, boy. Langtons will clean up if we won it. Yes, they would. Smash a like on the video, guys, if you haven't done so. Let's try to get to 10,000 likes on TikTok before the game ends here. What are we at? We're nearly at 7,000 there now. If you have a minute, just tap the screen a few times. Get the likes up for us. I appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the follow button. Plenty of watch-alongs remaining in the World Cup. And then we're back to Manchester United watch-alongs once the Premier League season starts again. So make sure you hit the follow button so you don't miss out. Poor free kick there by Alves. Cameroon clear at the near post. Barney says Serbia are getting so many yellow cards. Yeah, they are, in fairness. They are. I've been keeping an eye on it. So yeah, what have we got left? About just under 7.5 minutes of normal time, guys. Still 0-0. And of course, Switzerland are winning 3-2 in the other game. So Ribeiro now comes down the left-hand side for Brazil here. Martinelli gets on it. Lovely bit of skill, but eventually he's crowded out and gives up possession. Cameroon can clear their lines. Lovely bit of play by Brazil here to come. And coming up the right hand side. Here's Rafinha now, gets to the end line, cross into the box. Oh, the strike. Was it deflected out for a corner? It was. Great tackle. Rafinha does really well. And who was it that was coming onto it? Does he get a touch on it? Yeah, he does, and it's a great block, and he gets a stud on the top of his foot for his troubles. And it goes for a corner, I think, for Brazil. Good play. Free there to Cameroon. Another yellow card. The yellow cards are flying out here at the moment. Who's your man of the match? It's hard to pick one, really. I think Martinelli has been good when he's gotten the ball. Yeah, I'd probably give it to Martinelli, maybe. But yeah, just over 5 minutes to go here, guys. But yeah, so I mean, Cameroon are living on a little bit of hope here. Obviously, they need Serbia to get an equaliser against Switzerland. The Cameroon need to get a goal themselves. But it's still all to play for here in the last 5 minutes or so. Obviously, Cameroon need a big slice of luck, but they get to the end line here, cross into the box, and again, it's just their final ball that's letting them down. You know, they're getting into good areas and working good angles quite well. And breaking Brazil down, but just when they need that final pass, it's just letting them down, which is a shame. But I mean, Brazil haven't really got out of second gear. They haven't needed to. You would have to say, you know, they're already qualified. They're going to finish top of the group here, and it's going to be a job well done for him in relation to the group stages for Brazil. Here's Rafinha now coming down the right-hand side. Cuts in on his left. Good defending, but Danny comes back to Dani Alves. Switches it to Martinelli. Oh, and they just can't get their feet sorted out there, and it goes back to the Cameroonian goalkeeper. How far into the match, says GTA? It's just about 87 minutes gone. So we've about just over 3 minutes of normal time to go. But yeah, it's been a tame enough game. We would have probably been better off watching the Serbia and Switzerland game, given the fact there was 5 goals in it. But we are supporting Brazil for the World. Well, I'm supporting Brazil for the World Cup, so we do the Brazil games. Has to be done. As well, guys, anybody who wants to join, I'm going on the Man United Agenda YouTube channel at 9:05, so in about 20 minutes. We're going to be talking all things Manchester United in relation to Casemiro. We have talked about Declan Rice as well and plenty more. If you do want to check it out, go to the Manchester United Agenda, the Man United. Yeah, the Man United Agenda YouTube channel. Anybody watching on YouTube at the moment, it's pinned to the top of my chat. But if anyone watching on TikTok wants to join it, we're live at 9:05. The Man United Agenda. Go check it out. Oh, he left in acres of space and he hits it over the bar. Pedro. The ball gets played into him and he spins on it, and the Cameroon defence is expecting him to pass it, but he doesn't. He just turns 180 and has the goal at his mercy, but he's just leaning back too far and fucking plays it up into Rose Ed. So yeah, just under 90 seconds of normal time to go, guys. Coming close to the end here. Here's Brazil coming now. Slip ball into Pedro. Little back heel, but Cameroon are well placed. And they defended quite well, I have to say, in fairness to them. They've kept their shape well, and they've been tough to break down, and they've got players back, and they've put tackles in. They've defended quite well. Again, it's that final ball that they lack going forward. And they've had a couple of chances. They really have. Solo says, poor performance by Brazil today. Yeah, it has been. It's been they've done what they've needed to do. They haven't needed to go out and get a win. All they needed was a draw to top the group. And it's a second string team, you'd have to say. I mean, Casemiro doesn't play. Richarlison doesn't play. Here comes Brazil now. Oh, it goes for a corner. Yeah, it's a second string team basically that they're putting out, isn't it? But yeah, would have been a different Brazil if they needed to win. Yeah, absolutely, guys. As well, a few people in on the YouTube there. If anybody does want to check it out, the pinned comment at the top of the chat is for the Man United Agenda. We're going live at 9:05. We're talking all things Manchester United, Casemiro, potential transfers, Declan Rice, things like that. So go check it out. Link is on the top, pinned to the top of the chat. The Man United Agenda on YouTube. I'm going to be on with the guys at 9:05. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. We've got 9 minutes of added time. For fuck's sake, ref. Jesus Christ. 9 minutes. Like, where are you getting 9 minutes out of here? Solo says, I will wait for you. I'm after drinking a lot of water. I'm going to have to rush the toilet break in between videos. Oh, Cameroon have scored. They've got the goal. 1-0 to Cameroon. And how's the other game going? Oh, I mean, if Serbia could equalise against Switzerland, Cameroon would go through. Oh, Brazil just went to sleep. They just went to sleep. And in fairness to Cameroon, they haven't stopped. They really haven't stopped all game. They've defended really well. They've played their hearts out, you'd have to say. And they were just lacking that final ball, like I was saying. And they've got it. The final ball was good, and it was good enough for a goal. And what a goal it was. And he's going to be sent off. There you go. There's Cameroon for you. And he just waves. There's Cameroon for you. Abubakar took his shirt off after he scored, gets a second yellow card, and gets sent off. And he's laughing going off the pitch. Oh, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. What a goal. Ball was played out to the right-hand side. Lovely bit of skill and a beautiful cross into the box. And he's just, Bubakar's in between two defenders. Bang! Opposite way. Ederson is stranded and it's 1-0 and he's sent off. And that's his World Cup done and dusted. Finished. What a goal. What a man. What a red card. Brilliant. So Cameroon are 1 up. So yeah, if Switzerland did concede an equaliser in the last couple of minutes, that would put them back down on 4 points. Oh, yeah, I think Cameroon maybe would still miss out on goals against, because their goals for are the same. Yeah, it would. It would. Cameroon still need... Yeah. It doesn't look like Cameroon can qualify, to be quite honest with you. What a goal, says Ben. Fancy scoring at a World Cup and getting sent off. Unreal. Ridiculous decision to give him a yellow card to Solo. It was ridiculous, but that's the law. Did you see that? He scored. Took his shirt off, got a second yellow card, got sent off. Fair play to him. But yeah, ridiculous to give him a second yellow. I know they're the rules and the laws and everything, but you'd think the referee would have a bit more cop on. But you see, the referee would probably get it in the ear then off of his bosses saying, well, why didn't you give him a second yellow if he took off, you know? So it's a stupid rule. It's a stupid rule. That's not ref's fault. It's rules. It's shocking though. Yeah, it's a terrible rule. It's a terrible rule. So it is. First time Brazil have conceded in about 6 hours at the World Cup. But well, look, we've had an exciting ending. In fairness. But, yeah, I mean, good finish. How many bloody surprises can our poor hearts take, says Kurdistan. Yeah, there's going to be no surprises here, though. Cameroon are going to go out. And it looks like Switzerland are going to finish second in the group. Oh, a header. Good save. Demarage with the header. But a good save by the Cameroonian goalkeeper. Looks like he mistimes the header. He gets up a bit too early, and when he's going to head it, he kind of throws his head at it too soon. It ends up hitting the top of his head. User says that Choupo-Moting guy has made a career out of not much, to be fair. Micah says to beat Brazil and still go out, yeah. And Kurdistan says this World Cup has been one of the best group stages ever, if not the best. Cross in by Dani Alves. Oh, header back across Martinelli. Oh, just heads it over the bar. Bit of head tennis in the box there, and it goes for a goal kick in the end, but Cameroon are going to be fighting for their lives here just to see out this victory, because I mean it's a great victory for them. You would have to say, regardless of the strength of the Brazilian side put out, you know, Cameroon have played with a lot of heart and a lot of passion tonight, you'd have to say. Match day 3 has been by far the best of the World Cup. Yeah, it has. Yeah. Because, and that's kind of, you'd be nearly thinking about that as a given at the start, you know, especially when you get, like we had a couple of boring draws and maybe a few upsets in match day 1, you know, in terms of the first round of fixtures. But that is going to make, oh, Brazil are in, oh, and it's over the bar, and Cameroon, hang on. But yeah, it's going to, having them kind of poor results at the start means teams have to come out for the second and third games and really go for it, you know. So we're just about ready to finish up, guys. Again, I'm going to have to go real quick. No real time to wrap up because I'm on with the guys on the Man United agenda at 9:05. So if anybody is watching on YouTube, if you want to join in on that as well, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to go over, we're talking all things Man United, transfers, things like that. Make sure you come and check it out. But look, it's going to be a 1-0 win here to Cameroon, it looks like. And probably deserved, you would say. You know, it's good for them. But Brazil are still going to top the group. And they're going to be happy as well. So, referee just looking at his watch here, just about ready to blow it up. He's going to give Brazil probably one more chance here. Martinelli gets to the end line, goes out for a goal kick. Just waiting on the final whistle here, guys. Who doesn't believe in match fixing? If you don't, you're deluded. What are you on about? How is this match fixing? Final whistle, guys. 1-0 to Cameroon. Brazil top the group. Switzerland goes second. It's been a great watch along. Thanks everyone who's on. Again, I have to run because I'm going on to the Man United agenda with the guys. Again, anybody watching on YouTube, if you want to follow us across, link is pinned to the top of the chat. Come over. We're talking all things Manchester United. But yeah, it's been great. We'll be back tomorrow night for the first round of the last 16. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube or hit the follow button on TikTok. I really appreciate all the likes, comments, shares, subscribes. I'll see you tomorrow night. Take it easy.